Good morning or good evening, depending on where you are. Morning for me. As you can tell by the screen, it's a beautiful day. Sun is just rising. However, as you might also can tell by the bottom left, on the trees there, we had snow again. It went from almost 20 degrees Celsius, which is 68 Fahrenheit. It went down to, well, snow. And then we had 24 hours of snow, and now today it's going back up again to 20 degrees. Well, almost. Back to what it was before, which is, yeah, quick interlude with snow. I mean, it makes for a beautiful scenery, but still, it didn't need to. But again, it's still March, and those things can happen. Now I'm setting up the last few things here. And then it's time to dive into today's stream. There we go. That should do it, right? Yeah, looks good. Welcome to another Miingno's weekly music stream, where I go through all the amazing new tracks that have been posted over on YouTube by the great community, all the new cover tracks for Final Fantasy XIV. There have been quite a few this week, and I will go through them one by one. But first, if there always are some news for Final Fantasy XIV in terms of music-related news, I'm covering them first. But there weren't any this week. We did get the letter from the producer live, and I thought maybe there they will announce something, but they didn't this time. I'm sure more music news are coming. There is something going on in the background. Soken sometimes tweets a few special glimpses of what he's working on, so we can expect a new orchestral themed thing coming soon, whatever that might be. But he is working on something. That's all we know right now. But yeah, some people might wondering why I didn't stream the letter from the producer live. That's simply because it happens at a very bad time for me. It starts at 12 PM. I think it's PM, right? Just around right lunchtime. No, that would be AM. Anyway, right when it's lunchtime on a Friday when I'm at work. Therefore, if I really wanted to stream it, I would have to take my day off, and I cannot really do that with any letter from previous life. That happens. I don't have enough days to take off. So that's why I don't co-stream these letters. But I will maybe next time for the next one, which will feature the patch trailer. I might try to refrain from watching it and then do it afterwards. But yeah, that's the main reason I don't, especially for the first stream that they do for a new expansion, for a new patch. Expansion is something different, but for a new patch, because there will be some great new details coming out, but nothing big to show. That's always in the second one. So yeah, that's the reason. But one thing I can show you, news-wise, There we go. I did work or continue. I continue to work on my website, FFXIVhunt.com, on the music section that's there. And the thing that I changed in the official music section, the tracks and official albums now have a different label associated with them, and I put it into work in progress, which is technically right. Before they also had the follows, but you could already click them, so that didn't really make sense, but now they're work in progress, and there are now a lot more tracks in here already. Roughly 3/4 of the track are in, which is all of the original soundtracks. The Final Fantasy original soundtracks are all in here now, with their track names and some of the credits. I don't have all of the names yet. I will add them after I have done all of the albums. I will add all the credits properly, and then link the tracks with the covers and the videos and all of that in the background. But yeah, all of the original soundtracks are in here. You can check them out. Next will be the primal soundtracks, then the piano soundtracks. Also already added all the mini albums from Dawn Trail, because the official original soundtrack from Dawn Trail up here only covers the first 3 mini albums. The one starting from 4. With these 4 tracks here, they are new ones that have not yet been released on any bigger or larger album. Also with the Arcadian tracks. I wanted them in the database already, so that's why I added these ones too. But yeah, that's all the tracks that are in here, which is roughly 4/3 of the tracks that are now in the database. So it's coming along nicely, and soon all of the info will be in there. And now I guess it is time to dive into today's music. While doing, or rather, let's first say this one. And by the way, hi there. It's very difficult for me right now to see the chat, by the way, because the sun is shining directly onto my screen where I have the chat open. So if I see it a bit late, I'm sorry. Now, first of all, how does this always go with the what kind of music I will showcase here? I have multiple search queries that I frequent every week that should show me most of the new music that gets released by the community over on YouTube. Or other platforms, but mainly YouTube. And I'm checking them multiple times a week, because sometimes the results suddenly change. They suddenly include someone else that hadn't been included previously. And yeah, I note them down, and at the end of the week I'm making these streams and showcasing them to you. Most of them I have not heard. I simply see a new track, I take it into my spreadsheet, and I will listen to it here for the first time. And while doing that, I always do something in the background in game, usually to grind for some achievements. And today I thought, hey, I had such bad luck last week with the treasure dungeon. I'm gonna do treasure dungeons again. I already have one loaded up here that I will do. So let's head over to Shaloni, if I can find it. Would be here, right? Yeah. and start with the first track. So I'm gonna turn off in-game music completely so we can enjoy music without any interruption. This first track, however, is a few years old at this point. 4 years old. The reason I included it, I got it recommended by a friend, and therefore I have added it to my list. And it's a new entry. Umino des is the channel name, so let's subscribe to them right away so I won't miss any new tracks they make. And the first one is a cover of Close in the Distance. What a nice way to start off the music stream today. So here you go. Close in the Distance, the Ultima Thule theme, covered by Umino des. Adjusting the volume as we go. A very faint piano cover. Beautiful phrasing of the melody there. And the chosen chords. Now we get some faint, if I hear it correctly, some faint strings in the background. Slowly building up. Ooh, that was nice. There are no strings, it just sounded like it before. An illusion. A very beautiful rendition on the piano here. It edges on that uncertainty. Ooh. Low theme added into there. truly gorgeous rendition of Close in the Distance. Oh, very well done. Really glad I got that one recommended too. Beautiful way to start off today's stream. Now this next track is slightly different, as in it's a medley of multiple tracks. At least according to the description. I have not heard it yet, only briefly listened into this one. It's from the Materia in concert that happened last... It said last summer, but Materia is in Australia or Oceania, and therefore what is our winter is their summer, so makes it slightly confusing. Anyway, they just had their big music festival, Final Fantasy XIV music festival, by the players organized, by the way, and there they made some great new covers of tracks, and the channel knitebrite has now uploaded quite a few of them this week. Interestingly, they have been uploading these covers for months now, and they never got recommended to me by the YouTube algorithm. Probably because it's such a small channel, and with only 18 subscribers. Which means they are now 19. There we go. It didn't count up, but I'm now a subscriber too, so I hope I won't miss any new uploads. And let's dive right in to a Noscean Symphony. You will see all these people that helped on screen later, but let's see right here. We have clarinet, Rembrandt, flute, Robin Nate, who have featured before, an amazing flutist. On the cello we have Ghana Brandt and Arden Helston. Harp is Anna and Leah Plays Harp. Oh, that's the same name, sorry. Piano we have Toaster Ban, the owner of the channel. Then on acoustic guitar, Ponus Centrois. On a bodhran. I wonder what a bodhran is. Ah, a drum. Okay. Jan Martin, and on the violins, Optimizasean. Sorry for mispronouncing the names. Enough talk, let's go. A Noscean Symphony from the Materia in concert. Slowly building up. Ooh. Very nice violin. Beautiful throw-ins from the piano. Ooh. Very interestingly arranged there. Ah, now we are in the next theme of Noscean. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, the harp. I love a cello sound. And here is the drum. Ooh. Choir too. Very well done, that eerie sound of the original soundtrack. Spot on. I mean, these first few A Realm Reborn tracks that were made by Sokun are just him experimenting with all kinds of themes and melodies. He was just having fun, you can tell. And Realm Reborn sounds so much different than anything else because of that. Because of the playfulness and, I would say, less direction that he had. It's all a bit more open. And I'm glad that he used a similar approach in the first few, or in the zones of, in the first few zones of Endwalker. As you kind of go through the whole arc again in Endwalker, of not just thematically but also musically. But I'm missing it slightly, this free open sound. I'm also glad we got it back in Final Fantasy 16, where you could go back to these roots too. I missed it slightly, and 16 really celebrates it once again. Maybe we'll get it back in 14 too, but I doubt right now. But hey, we don't know what happens in 8.0, so maybe. And now we are back in the first melody. Slowly. Going back home to Limsa. Thematically. Back to the shorelines. Now we are in Limsa. One of the busiest places on every server. Except on Balmung it's Ul'dah, but don't go to Ul'dah on Balmung. I'm warning you right now, again. Unless you have to, don't go there. There's too much going on. And ending with a nice prelude. What a gorgeous arrangement. That must have taken ages to do. Thank you very much to all the people involved in that one. And as I mentioned, they have uploaded a few more tracks that I will span out throughout the next few weeks. I'm trying to always include one track per channel per week, therefore, and I have a few more tracks for the coming weeks until 8.0 is out. And really take from the stash, and I will. So please look forward to many, many more of the tracks from this group. I am looking forward to it, and I will refrain from listening to them, or maybe I will listen to some, just so they get some more views. But also I will, after the stream, add all of these tracks, upload them, or link them on my Hunt website, so you can check them out there, together with the episode. And also I will link them down in the description below, over on the YouTube VOD. And there's also a playlist for now. There's still a playlist in there where I also will add these tracks too, along with all the other ones from the previous 60 episodes. But yeah, I won't be able to do this much longer because the playlist will soon reach its capacity. And after that, I hope I will be ready with the new playlist feature over on the Hunt website. At least that is the plan. Now this next track is something to wake us up a little bit more. a cover of Everything Burns, a guitar cover hosted by or performed by Hoshi. Once I have my health back here so that I won't get defeated, there we go, I will start it. Let's go. Right into the chorus, okay. I haven't checked before, I just took the link, so it says short version, yeah, true. Okay, that was a short excursion. Could be used as an alarm clock in the morning. That will surely wake you up. I hope there will be the full track, but again, I usually don't listen to these tracks until stream starts. But actually, we have the full track here, which I probably have featured before because the name sounds familiar. Yeah, I have featured the full track before. But you know what? Just for the sake of it, let's do the whole track now. Never had a choice. Oh, and that's nice. Look at that. Getting a freebie. Plus I got that one. As I have listened to this one before and reacted to before, I'm not gonna comment it much. Just gonna enjoy. A great performance. By the way, if there is any guitarist watching, I'm still looking for a nice Ableton chain for a distorted guitar sound. I do have one, but I'm not really fully happy with how it sounds. And I'm not a pro guitar player, and therefore I don't really know how to properly set one up. So if anybody wants to help me figure it out, I will gladly take your help with a proper electric guitar chain in Ableton. So yeah, beautiful rendition. This next one is again slightly, or not again, is a slightly different kind of video. I have briefly listened into it. I didn't listen to the full track yet. So again, I have to mention, when I set these streams up, or prepare for these streams, I have a few search queries that I'm going through, and pretty much no matter what kind of music shows up, or Final Fantasy XIV cover track that shows up, I include it. I'm really trying to get as much variety in as possible, showcase as many channels as possible. And sometimes there are things in there that just don't really fit any definition. This is one of those. It's a sing-along, basically, of Exponential Entropy, as done live on stream by unownedalias. Sorry for mispronouncing the name. And again, I probably just have to start it, and you will get right away why I'm looking for the correct word to describe it. But it does sound good. It's just something different. So yeah, enough stalling. Let's just jump right in. Let's go.
I'll start it over.
Because people that know the track, or do recognize the track, they know what how much text there is. Okay, I didn't hear that one yet. Okay, that's also a way to if you don't know the text. And I'm out. Okay. Actually, it's really fun. Okay. I like it. Something different, something new. Always looking for some new ways to cover track. That's definitely very unique. I mean, her chat was also vibing, so... As I am, I'm vibing.
That's a fun one to sing. It's a vocal stim whenever I play the game.
I really enjoyed that one. That was a fun track. Thank you very much. And I'm hoping for a lot more. And we are back in another treasure dungeon, luckily. The second one today already. And before I start this fight, I've already loaded up the next track. Let's see real quick. Yeah, that's too good. Because sometimes the camera slowly goes out of sync with the audio. I was looking for the word. Slowly goes out of sync with the audio. Right now it's still okay. It's slightly out of sync, but it still should be okay. So after about an hour of the stream, I always have to restart the camera. I don't know why. But anyway, I already have loaded up the next one. Stars Along Dead, as a chill remix produced by the Adventurers of Glitter. Let's go. I do really enjoy their chill remixes. Because they are slightly more interesting than lo-fi tracks, which sometimes can be, in my personal opinion, a bit boring. Might be good for studying, but if I want to listen to some slower paced chill music, I need still a bit more going on. And the Adventures of Glitter's tracks are perfect for that. Very interesting rhythmically. Many layers in there. Beautiful synth layers. Definitely worth listening to that one with headphones on, as they switch around the ear slightly, so you can get the full experience. Very nice modulation of synths sounds. Very well done. Really enjoyed that one a lot. And yeah, this next one is also slightly different, as it is again a play along to a track. Not actually, well, it is still technically a cover, but it is more a play along to the track. Again by ToxicxEternity TV. I think he heard the track for the first time and just went straight in. I didn't listen to the full video yet, I only briefly tried to find the start of where he started jamming in, but it's really at the beginning of the video. So yeah, let's hear his take for the first time fully here. Absolut Tyranny on guitar. Let's go.
Let's go.
That was not planned.
This is a new one.
First, you listen to it slightly, and then he will join in.
Dude, hell yeah. That's sick. Yeah, F sharp.
I mean, to just listen to it slightly and then jam in. Just amazing. Oh, this track is very easy melody-wise. Very standard. But still, his skills are amazing. I mean, he's doing it for a few years now, so...
That's sick. F-sharp. Okay.
Now, drop into the chorus.
Let's fucking go. Dude, hell yeah. That's sick. That's fucking sick, dude. That's super 80s vibes. I fucking like that. I like that a lot.
Just shredding over it like it's nothing.
Yeah, that goes hard, dude. It's all just F-sharp, dude. Yeah, dude. That's super 80s right there. I fucking like that, dude. That makes me want to play in like a fucking 80s band. That shit's so fun, dude. That shit would go so hard live. Damn, dude. That was badass. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this track
They were
takes...
cooking on that.
This track takes quite a while to get into the
dude,
chorus, but
perm my hair,
afterwards it's
guys.
just...
Bust out the hairspray, dude. Dude. Fucking don't ever let me do that, dude.
Amazing play along. Just going straight in like this just always amazes me. I hope one day I'll be at this level too. I mean, I can do it slightly on drums, but still not that great. Now something a bit calmer again. A acoustic guitar cover of Spoken Without End from Endwalker, formed by mauricemori. Let's go. His ability to combine these different rhythmic passes in one go is just outstanding. Nice slide there. Ooh. That's a nice sound. Interesting technique. To play it up there. Slowly speeding up too. Let's go here. Beautiful cover. And that's the original track. And I was wrong with the door, but it's okay. So I gotta go and get some more maps. Let's head over to Toliolal. Also, let's quickly restart the camera because it has now been an hour, roughly. Therefore, I always have to restart the camera real quick so that it will be back in sync. I always have to just turn it off for a good few seconds and then turn it back on. There we go. Now should be a bit more in sync. So I'm gonna get some more maps and then try to get to the final chamber for once. And we have the next track already loaded up, but you cannot see the video because this video features some things I don't really like. And therefore I will block the video itself, but the music is perfectly suitable for streaming. It's a cover of Indulgence, the Yulmore theme, performed by EmoshisLive. Let's go. Ooh. Sounds very grand already. Very interesting phrasing or choice of instruments here. Building up once again. A very interesting take in a completely different key. Even some rock elements, okay. Very interesting take on Indulgence. This next one will be a short one. It's by the channel R3 Music Box, which does a lot of music box covers. And I've featured them before a few times. And this time they... Actually, let's turn the video back on. This time they decided to go with A Long Fall. I have not listened to this one yet. I'm curious to hear what A Long Fall could sound like as a music box theme. So yeah, let's just dive right in. A Long Fall from the Twinning. Sweet, another portal. Nice. You probably couldn't put all of this onto a music box. The coil in the middle, the one you can... you can't see my cursor. The coil in the middle, you can see that turning around would need to be massive for such a long melody to work. But you can always do it virtually. The coil can be endlessly long, so... Okay, they stop here. Really beautiful. Actually works. It actually does work. Very nicely arranged. Now I have a few more that got released this week. This next one, however, or I shouldn't start with however. As I mentioned before, I have a lot of search queries that I frequent to get as many new tracks as possible, as many new artists as possible. However, YouTube's algorithms are or not just YouTube, any search. I'm using even different search websites to get as much as possible. But their algorithms, they only favor big channels, and anything that's even just slightly, remotely smaller gets completely ignored. And I mean ignored. You cannot find the tracks from smaller channels. This one, for example, Madol, which has 710 followers, has uploaded this track, okay, 18 hours ago. Granted, it's very new, but it hasn't shown up in any of the search results that I checked. Even last night, when I did my last final check, it didn't show up anywhere. Only because I followed the channel already, I knew that they have uploaded a new track. I mean, obviously, also the search results take a while to get new stuff in there. It's not instant. It never is. But still, what I want to say with that is, if you know a channel, if you know a track that I have never featured here before, please let me know in the comments on YouTube, in the chat, anywhere. It might really just be because all the algorithms don't think I want to hear it, and therefore they hide it from me. So please let me know, and I will include them in the next video, in the next stream. And I'm glad I follow these artists, because, especially Madol here, because their tracks are always really amazing. And here we have today Lunacy, Tsukiyomi's second phase. The one where slowly her world shatters apart for a brief moment before going right back into her final form. Let's go. By the way, it took me... Oh, nice. It took me... I would say a few months, and that's not an understatement, actually, to realize that the melody of this track is Yangsha. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. That it's still the same theme, just in a different key. In flat. It's very short, it loops here already. Still very beautiful. Thank you very much for this gorgeous cover. And the next one is, however, one that actually did show up in my search results, a new entry. Once again, Sashimi is the channel name, and they did cover the old Charlian Knight theme, the one I never am able to pronounce correctly the first time, the Knoweth. I think it works this time. So here we go, a fingerstyle guitar cover. Definitely a virtual guitar. Which doesn't mean that it's less beautiful. Just an observation. It's a very nice sounding one at that. But sometimes I feel like it's a virtual one, but then again there are certain sounds that only work with a real one. If it is a virtual instrument, then it's a very expensive one. And difficult one to get right. To program correctly. To sound this good. Ah, I was waiting for that one. I knew they wouldn't disappoint me with this open ending. No, they did. Did give it a closure. Very, very nice. Oh, and would you look at that? Another freebie. Nice. And we are going right into the final track that I have prepared for this week. It's by TPR, which I have featured before. And they created a piano and oboe cover of Crimson Sunset, the night theme of Kugane, which will be the final track for today. But hopefully not the final destination in this treasure dungeon. Let's see. Crimson Sunset. Beautiful conversation between two instruments. Obviously there's a bit more going on than just piano and oboe. There are also some guitar sounds, some synthesizer in the background. But the main melody, the main conversation is between these two. Ooh, a nice flourish. Or multiple flourishes now. Also some flourishes here in the oboe part. Gorgeous work, gorgeous arrangement. Thank you very much for this. Beautiful track, and I'm looking forward to many, many more. So then, let's finish up on this treasure dungeon here. Gonna turn the browser off. Gonna turn in-game music back on. That's what it actually would sound like in here. Let's see how much longer I can go throughout here before it will kick me out. If I'm lucky, I will get to the end, but the chances are always very, very slim. Pick the correct doors all the way through. But hey, I have to try in order to find out if I will get to the end and win the big prize. And maybe one day finally get the achievement. To get to the end. How many times was it though? How many times do I have to get to the end? Is it just 10? That's the Excitatron. Noscean, there we go. No, 20. I have to go 20 times to the end. Okay. And currently I'm at 9. So yeah, one more and I have the next achievement. Let's see if I can get that one at least. Soon. Then we'll already only be halfway done. It takes crazy many tries to get this achievement. I mean, I don't have to do it alone, but it works. You can do it solo, as you can see. It takes much longer solo, obviously. In terms of time. Also, if you go solo, you only have your own maps. If you obviously do a map party, then you have many more maps. Oh. Bit of gambling. Summer linen. Do I need them? What do they... Okay, you can craft this one with them. Don't think they are that worth that much anymore. How do my mnemonic stand? Still bad. I didn't really have much time this week to play, so I would probably go for these ones. Mainly. Let's try one. Lower. Let's see. That worked. Good. But 5 is right in the middle, therefore gonna open the chest, gonna play it safe. Because 5 is really bad. It's pretty much 50-50 chance to get it wrong. So that's it. The rewards ain't worth it. Let's see. Will I be able to get to the 4th platform? Yes, I will. Fake out. We are getting closer to the end there. 4th one right now. Another silver one. Will we be able to get to the gold? Now these ones here will be even more difficult to do. This fight here, so let's see. Might be better to have my full attention now. For that fight. I mean, and the final fight will also need my full attention. If I get to it, that's a big if. It's still again another 50-50 chance with the doors. Ooh, these ones, okay. With their 180 cleaves. The only problem if 2 or 3 attack at the same time. Other than that, it's okay. I also have to say the relic weapon really helps with these treasure dungeons, as it is more or less the perfect weapon in terms of item level. And it will be, once we get into the next expansion, it will stay the best weapon for this type of encounter. So you usually have to equip your, at least for a while, equip the relic weapon even if you go into lower content, because it's just scales the best for a while. At least. Okay, we are now done with this pack. Oh boy. I'm not gonna bother with the Mandragoras. That reward isn't worth it. Plus there's no chance I'm gonna be able to beat all 5 of them in the time that I have. And there they go already. But yeah, if I'm getting all of these nice gimmicks throughout the encounter, then it means that I will most probably be thrown out at the doors. But hey, we will see if I manage to get to the end. It would be a nice ending to the video. Let's get to the final door. Or to the final chamber, I should say. I am at the final door. Okay, no freebie. It's right or left. as the last platform is up there, I will pick right. But yeah, we will see if that was the correct path to take, the correct choice. It might have been wrong. No, it was correct. Final chamber discovered. And don't come at me with streamer luck. I don't have streamer luck at all. Usually I don't. So, which boss will it be? Okay, that one. So, lots of explosions. Let's get some more food. And let's get this party started. Yeah, he turns around this way. There we go. It's showing you how the mechanic goes. First, and then it starts to combine mechanics. Actually, I should be able to defeat it. I have done it before, so it's not too complicated. It does get busy towards the end, but nothing you cannot handle. And I wonder what the full reward is going to be. So there we go, now we have 2 fires. So just wait here and then go in. As easy as that. And the next one will then be the very tricky one, when he will start to do 2 back-to-back. The one right now, the crossfire blade. That one is a tricky one. Because now I have to go here. There we go. And wait for that one, and then go in. That is the trickiest one of them. But from now on, nothing else really changes. So if you manage to get this one correct, then you're good. Pretty much. It's not going to get any more difficult than that one. Again, the crossfire, just this time starting over here. Actually, it's only one, okay. But obviously right in my burst face. There we go. Perfect. Well, as perfect as I am able to do it. Not perfect, but good enough. 45% left for this golden bug. And then that next achievement will be mine. Including at least 100,000 gil. And who knows, maybe some special items. I'm still hoping to get my... No, I cannot open it in here. The third gemstone. I think I have 2. I want to check, but I think I have 2 gemstones for the mount. And I need just 1 more. And then I can get the special mount from here. Let's see if I'm lucky enough to get the third gem as well. $21.5% left. Easy win. If nothing bad happens. That's always that final if. Only 30 minutes left for this fight. Which should be ample time, really. And obviously, right when the next burst phase begins, or could start, he comes with this one here, so let's delay it for once. Now we can go. There we go. Oh, interesting. Tank Buster this time. Not the ground AoE. Last 6%. Last 5%. 4. 3. 2. 1% left. And we are done. Stay goals, Knoweth 3. Sweet. And now, what will be in the treasure coffer? No gem, however, a pigmental weapon coffer. That will give me quite a nice amount of money, because I personally actually don't really like the pigmental weapons. But other people do, and therefore they will buy it from me. Let's see, how many do I have? Gems? Oh, I only have 1. Okay, I still needed 2 more gems. But still. That was a nice ending to today's stream, I would say. So let's head over to Let's go to Uldar this time real quick. Although I have to hide the in-game chat for that. I did mention don't go to Uldar because it's always very full. Just to show you how full it is. Even when there is no event going on. That's the amount of people here, which is reasonable. We have still same amount up here. And then start a slight lag when we go in here. As you can see, a lot of people. Also out here, down here. Uldar is always full. Very, very full. Over here in the La Faire Avenue, it's already much calmer again. So yeah, I would say that's a good place, even though it's raining. That's a good place to end the stream here. Let's put up another timestamp so that I can much more quickly add the timestamps once the video is, the stream is over. I will link all the timestamps with the tracks that I listened to today in the description down below in the VOD on YouTube, so that you can much quicker jump from one to the next. Usually it will take a few minutes, sometimes hours, until I can edit the stream. So please be patient until I have edited the description there. I will also add all the tracks that I listened to today in the description below. And I will also add them to the website so you can watch them there without my commentary. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in to this week's stream. Next week I will be very busy with with concerts again. It should be possible to do the stream, but maybe it will fall a bit short, or it will maybe feel like I will be in a hurry next week. That could be possible. And I hope I won't have to delay it, because I have a concert in Saturday evening. And then again Sunday around noon, so yeah. But it should be possible to do a quick stream as well. And showcase more new music that will be released next week. Because I do know that people are working on tracks all the time. And I'm always getting new recommendations as well, so keep an eye out for the next stream. Also, hopefully one of these days I will have the opportunity to get into the new what's it called? I always forget the name. Variant dungeon, there we go. Because I still have not unlocked it yet, as you can see. I just didn't have the time. It's been very busy. Even didn't get all the mnemonics of this week. Still not capped yet. It's just been very, very busy. I will do this probably today, the cap. But I will do this off stream. And hopefully next week I will be able to, or the week after I will be able to do the variant dungeon. In one of these streams too, maybe. We will see. But also today I'm quite busy. We'll have to head out right after stream. Or soon right after stream. So yeah, always busy, always working on stuff. So please look forward to many, many more amazing things to come. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful Sunday, wonderful end of the week, a wonderful start of the week. Yeah, sun is still shining. The snow is bright white outside here. Hope you have it great too where you are. And until we meet again in the next stream. Goodbye. And last but not least, thank you to all the people on screen right now. All the supporters over on Coffee and the Patreons. Over on Patreon, the subscribers there. Lindley Ashleen, Tortellini, Laurie Wood, Maginat, Cassie Stelk, and Ridden Syntic. Thank you very much for your continued support throughout the years. Have a wonderful Sunday. Goodbye.